Hey, NAMI students, Mr. Yance again. Going to go over a little first aid with you starting today and several days. Another one of the things I teach as American Heart Saver instructor. We've been through CPR and anatomy class and great training. I do that with a lot of people. I don't do as many first aid trainings with people, although I wish I would, because you're going to use this a whole lot more than you will use CPR. I'll tell you that right up front. So you're going to have kids someday. You're going to deal with family members. You're going to deal with yourself. It just seems like over and over and over again, we have issues where we cut ourselves, we injure ourselves, and I'll give you a ton of stories of personal experiences where I have done a lot of first aid over the years, and something I think it's a very valuable tool to know and just like CPR, it's very uh, it's recognizing what are you dealing with, and then reacting and helping the person best you can. It's no different than when I talk about CPR. I want you to have the confidence to be able to go in there and at least try and help that person, call 911 if needed, and at least try. We talked about that in CPR, that if I'm that person laying there and I need help, I want somebody to help me. Don't care their age, don't care who they are. They just need to help me. Okay, our first aid is kind of broken down into what we're going to go over today is first aid basics. And then we'll talk about medical emergencies, injuries, and environmental emergencies. And it takes a little time because there's a lot of stuff to cover. Um, and I can't cover every emergency that's out there. We try to hit as many of the major ones as we can. And then we go from there. The first thing we got to do is recognize an emergency exists. Same as CPR, you got to make sure the area is safe for you and everyone around you. You don't need to have more victims. So you're looking around and making sure that there's no danger to you or the injured person. That's the first thing you have to look at. Yell for help, just like we do in CPR. Call 911, point to somebody if you need to, and get 911 called. And then we go through the W's here. Who is injured? Where are you? Try to be as specific as you can on the phone. Try to tell them exactly what's going on. They'll walk you through it. That's what they're trained in. And then basically protect yourself best you can. I know, and I'm not going to do this, but when I show first aid videos or where you see first aid videos, it seems like the person's always prepared. They got a face shield, they got gloves, they got an apron on. We're not always going to be in that situation. I like to have some things in my car in the glove box. Gloves are a big one. Eyewear protection. If you just got sunglasses or glasses like this, that's better than nothing. You're not going to have necessarily a red biohazard bag. If you do, put anything that's got blood or body fluids in that. If you don't have that, just try it the best you can. Tape it up, wrap it up, try to protect the trash collectors out there that are picking it up or wherever. I'm going to show you how to remove gloves and wash your hands for about 20 seconds. There's a correct way of doing that. That's one of our checkoffs. But do the best you can. Protect yourself. You don't want to, there's a lot of stuff going around out there, not just COVID and things like that. There's a lot of other things that you have to be careful with. And it's very important, very imperative that we protect ourselves. Probably should have told you this at the beginning, but anything in red, highlight. My packet is like the CPR one. Everything's written out for you. Just highlight. We're actually going to make a foldable, and we're going to put stuff in that foldable. We'll probably do that the next couple of days. I'll have a video on there how to do that. So the big thing is protect yourself best you can. That's what we call universal precautions. All right. Awesome video. It's very moving. It's a real video. Watch it. I'll have this online. It's a state police officer that actually passed away in this video. It's a real video, but the family decided to put it out there to hopefully help other first responders or other people come up on an accident scene. This really shows you in a very moving way why you have to protect yourself and the others around you. It doesn't do any good to have more victims. So If you have time, watch that video. It's really, really good. Okay. Now, when giving first aid, it's really important that you introduce yourself, tell the person, hey, I'm a first aid provider, I'm trained. May I help you? You have to ask permission. If that person agrees or can't answer you, you assume they want your help. Then wear protective equipment, get your stuff on, check, make sure the area is safe. If they refuse your help and you think it's a serious situation, call 911. You can't force yourself. You can't say, "Hey, I'm a first aid provider, um, so I'm gonna help you no matter what." That doesn't work that way. You have to uh, honor that person's wishes. If that person goes unconscious, all bets are off. You can go in there and help them if they refuse your help before. Some people will do that. They'll say, "Don't touch me, get away from me." That's fine. You can kind of talk them through it. Say, "Hey, I'm calling 911. Here's what you need to do." If they are confused and cannot answer, you assume they want your help. Okay. And then do the best you can. Somebody always asks me the question, why, if I have multiple victims, what do I do? You check them in the best orderly way and try to help the person that's the most serious first. If you're by yourself, if you got multiple people, that's a plus. But you can only do what you can do, and help as best you can. You may come up on a car accident scene. I have many times, and that's the first thing I do is I number one make sure it's safe. Run up and find out, okay, who do I need to help? Who's in need? Who is the most serious in this situation? That's the first thing you need to do. Okay, really important that we do that. Okay, and then we do the same thing we do with CPR. Check, hey, are you okay? Call 911, and we're going to look for life-threatening injuries, unconsciousness, airways not open, not breathing, severe bleeding. That's the 4 biggies. Okay, if you see any of those, then make sure that you get help right away. Okay, I'm going to show you how to take gloves off. If you have me in class, you'll demonstrate how to do this. So let me kind of show you and talk you through that real quick. So just give me a second. Okay, so let me show you how to take gloves off properly. So hopefully you can see my gloves. Really very simple. I'm going to make this dramatic. Okay, I'm going to put a little zombie blood on me. So we're going to assume this is real blood. So you can see I got blood on my hands. Okay, that sounds bad to say. Really simple. And if you've ever worked in food services or things like that, you want to be able to not get this blood on you. So what I do is I have people smear blood all over them, fake blood, and I say, take your gloves off, and you're going to pass if you have no blood on your skin. You're going to fail if you have blood on your skin. Okay. So how do I get these nice bloody gloves off? You're going to take one hand and you're going to grab the cuff. I don't know if you can see that right there, and pull it inside out. Okay. That way the blood is on the inside of the glove. You probably can see that there. Then I'm going to wad that up into my other glove. Here's the tricky part. Wad it up. Take your finger of the other, your now bare hand, come up underneath the cuff, underneath it. Don't touch the outside. Pull it down. Now I have got all the blood on the inside. Put that in a biohazard bag, and as you can see, no blood on my hands. All right, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward, not a difficult thing to do. You'd be surprised how many people do not do that correctly, and it kind of defeats the purpose. Put gloves on and keep all the body fluids and blood off your hands, and then turn right around, take your gloves off, and get it all over you. That kind of defeats the purpose. And then you should go wash your hands for about 20 seconds and call it good. Okay. Sing happy birthday to yourself. I know that sounds weird, but that's how you know it's 20 seconds. All right. So tomorrow we'll go over medical emergencies. I'll start going over and what I'm going to do on your foldable. I'll show you how to put that together tomorrow. Is we're going to have symptoms on the inside of the tab and across the tab. We'll tell what do you do? What kind of treatments do you have? So we'll start breaking that down for you. So look for that video online as well. And then we'll start transferring some of this stuff over in red to our foldable. And that's just kind of a nice little thing you can put together, put in your glove box, look it over sometime if you need to. And we'll kind of go from there. So we'll talk about some of those things on the list up there: breathing problems, diabetes, allergic reaction, seizure, stroke, chest pain, heart attack, which we already covered a little bit in CPR, fainting and choking. All right. Hey, hope that makes sense. Have a good day, and we will talk to you later. See ya. Bye.